and welcome to the Tea with Intuitives podcast. I'm Brittany. I am an authentic empowerment coach and an energy healer.
And I'm Meli, an Akashic reader, past life psychic, and channeling coach. Each episode, we answer one of your questions about spirituality, the Akashic records, energy healing, meditation, spirit guides, and the unseen world.
So we invite you to grab your cup of tea while we answer our question of the day, and it's from Weird Ol' Hippie. And the question is, do you see spirits' auras? Before we dive into that topic, Meli, what tea are you drinking?
Well, Brittany, I am glad that you asked because can you guess what this is? People who are watching on YouTube, can you guess what this is? It is transparent. It is honey, lemon, and ginger. And it's what my husband makes every morning.
Yum.
Yay. What about you? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Earl Grey tea, which is honestly what I drink every day.
Okay, so we're just keeping our routine.
Yeah, I should mix it up a little bit, but no, that's my favorite.
Maybe next time.
How are you doing, Meli?
I'm doing great. Thank you. It's the summer here. It's sunny. It's nice. And I have my kid at home. So hopefully we don't get too much background noise. She's 11, so it should be fine. She's a preteen. So, she's a lot in her bubble.
Oh, cute. And you're in Canada. I can't wait to see Canada one day.
Yeah, you need to come. Yeah, I'm in Quebec, Canada.
Oh, amazing.
And you are in North Carolina.
Yeah, and you flew over us on your way to vacation.
Yeah, I was like, hi, Brittany. I could see North Carolina. I really need to come and visit.
Oh, yeah. One day we'll do it in person, the podcast.
Yeah.
Be great. All right, Meli. So I'm curious, do you see spirit auras?
Such a good question because I never thought about it. But the thing is, for every living thing, there are auras. And if you think about quantum physics, everything is movement and vibrations. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you're looking at my little Buddha candle holder, now this is an object, but it's in movement. It's constantly in movement. So everything that you are looking at has an aura. And so I was thinking about my experiences as a psychic when I channel spirit guides. And I can say that when I have a very strong ascended masters, and if you don't know what ascended masters are, they are super elevated spirit guides. So you have Buddha, Kuan Yin, Jesus, who else?
Saint Germain, Krishna. Some say Mary Magdalene. Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah. And so when I get these guides in the Akashic records, I can see like their big aura being illuminated kind of in the old paintings where you would see a saint and you would see that aura around them. Like it's such pure energy, pure light that I can really sense it strongly. But I am not someone who sees spirits a lot. Like I'm more kind of person who sees spirit guides. So I couldn't tell you about, I know people see physically spirits in the room with them, but I would say everything that is alive has an energy, whether you have a physical body or not. So I think that if you really want to have that intention of looking at their auras, you can see their auras.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say the same. I'm not very visual when it comes to my 3D Brittany eyes, but you and I know we do see a lot with the third eye in the etheric or in the fifth dimension. We can see things. If we're talking specifically what I see at a physical level in the third dimension, I see sparkles. So it's really funny. It started happening maybe 6 months ago where I I will just look straight ahead and little sparkles will start to kind of glisten in front of me. Or I'm doing something like doing laundry and I'll see out of the corner of my eye little sparkles. I'm like, okay, they're hanging out today. Like the guides are here, they're saying hello. And it's really fun. And like I said, it had just started happening in the last 6 months. But if you want to see auras with the physical body, whether it be your own or whether it be while you're out and about, if you can just gently squint your eyes a little bit or allow your eyes to go really relaxed, and wave your hand in front of you or just watch the movement of people around you. You can start to see what Meli was describing, which is like the glow around the head, but you can see that sort of thin glow around the body. That's the closest I've ever gotten to seeing an aura with my physical eye. And I know a lot of people in this community, some folks that I've gone to energy healing school with, but they can actually see color and they can actually see the auras of like trees, or they might even see nature spirits from time to time, which I find fascinating. But yeah, I think I also think that you can practice to see spirits and you can practice to see auras in the 3D because it's like any sense. If you take the time and intention to grow it and to really cultivate that, I believe anyone can see spirits. The funny thing is, when I was younger, I was really afraid of ghosts. And when I started doing this work, I actually specifically asked my spirit guides, I don't want to see earthbounds. I don't want to see spirits. I don't want to see what we might consider to be a ghost. I'm okay with feeling their presence, which I do all the time and I can clear them, but I don't want to physically see them, let's say in my bedroom or my office. That's my boundary. It's too much for me. But like I said, I do see my spirit guides with sparkles.
Yeah, and I think it's important to say that we are always in control and that all we need to do is ask what we want to see and what we don't want to see. And I would say, like in 80% of my sessions when I do channeling coaching, it comes up to that. People are asking what they want, what they don't want. And I'm like, did you talk to your spirit guides? Did you ask them? Like, you can make a daily affirmation that you say out loud to them for a week or a month if you want to feel very confident about that. And I just want to jump in on the sparkles that you see. I see them too, and I never talked about it to someone else. So I've been seeing for quite a long time sparkles, blue sparkles. And it started when I had my eyes closed, and then gradually I can see them with my eyes open. But if I'm very much into thinking and I'm full in mindfulness, I won't see the sparks for sure. So you really need to make sure that you are in that space. But sometimes the guides send me reminders if I am not connected enough or I am too much in my emotions. I will get these little sparkles as reminders.
That's beautiful. Yeah. So you have blue sparkles, I have gold sparkles.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
It's
they're
super
gold.
interesting because I would need to go back and check the book, but in Journey of Souls by Michael Newton, which we both read, he's explaining how the most elevated a spirit becomes, our colors change. And I was surprised because teacher guides, the more they are advanced, the more it comes to blue, deep blue, and purple. And I always thought, well, surely it's gold. And I don't know why I see so much gold when I see Ascended Masters. It's probably like another level. But the first time that I encountered a guide, it was very, very scary, and I asked for it never to happen again. But I had just finished reading Journey of Souls, and I was in my bed and I was having this intention of connecting with the spirit world. And my hands, I was lying down and my hands and my arms started shaking very, very strongly. And I wasn't shaking them. I wasn't controlling my body. And I started seeing a blue light, and I really felt it was a spirit guide coming in. And I should ask what that was. I never thought of going and ask now that I'm in communication with the spirit guides, but I knew it was a spirit guide that was there and it was blue. So I think I have a very strong guide who's still with me, and there's the color blue associated.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so fun. Also a little scary, but also fun that your guide greeted you during that whole process.
Yeah, maybe he just wanted to shake my hand. And I was like, no, don't ever do that again. Because I was so
Yeah.
scared. I was scared of ghosts like you were.
Mhm.
For the longest time, it started when I was around 5 years old. I had an encounter with a spirit. And it was very, very scary. And I shut myself completely to the spirit world after that. And I kept being so, so afraid of spirits because of that. And when I started trying to channel spirit guides, I was afraid. Like the first time I talked out loud and I asked for spirit guides to come in, I went like, ah, like there was a sound in my room and I thought it was something scary, but probably, just the wind. And then the more you get to know that world and that you learn to protect yourself as well. Now I have no fear at all. And also I did a past life work. I did went and see in past lives what happened, with ghosts or during the night, because I was so afraid at night of spirits. So did you have something similar?
Mhm. When I was younger, did I see things?
Yeah.
I don't have any memories of when I was younger. I don't. And I think about that. I do, because you will get clients that say that when they were very young, they were so sensitive, or they would see things in their room at night.
Yeah.
And they shut it off. That's so common. That's super common. I have zero memories, but I think it has to do a lot with just the things that I went through. I think my human brain preferred to not make memories during that time of my life, but I know that I was very sensitive, super, super sensitive. I used to go to sleep and I used to pray to God that if I did something really good the next day, if I could get a new pair of shoes.
Oh.
I used to go to sleep and I used to say, how many stars do I have, God? Like, like if you get a star, like a sticker from a teacher, it's like, oh, I have 3-star stickers. I did used to pray to God, and I was so young. I was like 5 or 6. God, if I do something really good tomorrow, will you give me another golden sticker? Will you give me a star? And that was my relationship when I was younger to spirit or some sort of world outside of my own. I was very sensitive in that way. I also had past life memories come up when I was younger and I didn't know what was happening. I used to look down at my arms and my arms were brown or black, or they were different colors. And I used to always wonder, why wasn't I born black? Or why wasn't I born brown? Or why wasn't I? Because when you're younger, you don't have any sense of race or ethnicity. I mean, you're just who you are. So I used to always wonder why I wasn't born in a different skin color. But because one day I looked down and I saw my skin was a different color. So those little things would happen, and they were just bleed through. We can call it bleed through from, other timelines or whatever. So I don't have a memory of seeing a ghost, but I was very sensitive in other ways.
That's fascinating.
One thing I would love to talk to you about on another episode, if someone is curious, please let us know in the comments. Please let us know if this is a direction you want us to take the podcast. I don't have children, but I would be very fascinated to hear from you, Meli, at another time, what it's like raising a child, having gone through your own spiritual initiation. What is that parent-child relationship like? Especially if you have a child that is psychic or sensitive or very intuitive. I think that would be a fun conversation.
Yeah, I would love to talk about that. Yeah,
So
I think
comment.
it's fascinating whether people have children or not. It's always fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so if you'd like us to talk about this, or if you have any other questions, please send us your questions. It can be either via DM on Instagram. On my page, I'm at Meli Guidance. Brittany, you're at Heart of Brit. We're going to put all the links in the description. I'm open to voicemails. I really love voicemails, so you can send them to me or Brittany. And if you want your voice to be heard on the podcast, we're going to play your voicemail with your question or your comments, because this is a time for us, for our community, to join and have tea together and have fun. So comments are welcome. If you are watching this on YouTube, please subscribe. You can also write down your questions in your comments. If you want to record a question or write down a question, you can send it to us at teawithintuitives@gmail. Anything else you want to say, Brittany?
Yeah, I'm just excited to see who joins us on this journey and the questions that people have. And I'm really excited to connect with whoever's listening on a deeper level, because that's the whole point of doing this.
Right. And I should say, when we wanted to do this podcast, we didn't know what was going to be the title or even the subject. And I went in my Akashic records and asked the spirit guides. And the word that came up was community. And then I wasn't sure, because I was like, this is vague. I was kind of expecting having the title ready for me. And then I pulled an oracle card, and the card was community. And I was like, okay, I get it. And then chatting with you, we found that we wanted to open it up and answer your questions. So here we are.
Yay. Thank you. Thanks, Meli. It's always a pleasure.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.